Hey, Aldwin here, and today we're going to talk about arguments. Arguments that you already have experienced through Facebook, YouTube, and other social media sites. One of the things you'll find on the news feeds of your Facebook page are people arguing. Some make sense and others really don't have anything to do with the subject. So we'll start with the popular mistakes that people make when replying to arguments. There are 3 of them that, when you're a denizen of the internet, would likely to notice these fallacies. First on the list is the bandwagon fallacy. It may sound like it's made up, but it exists. Trust me. What the bandwagon fallacy stands for is people base their arguments on the notion that when the majority accepts or denies a fact, then they can't be wrong, right? Here's an example of a situation that follows that fallacy being committed by our random actors.
Hey, many people agree that the Archbill is evil, that we can't be wrong that it's truly evil, right?
It's silly. Even if it has side effects, it doesn't mean that the bill doesn't need to be enforced and considered.
Follow the majority, I suppose.
What good is that freedom sense?
Daniel, as his real name is, tries to create a conversation that started with the notion that people who agree that the RH bill is evil makes it truly evil by their consensual agreement. But that doesn't have anything to do with the facts involved in the bill. You see, people tend to skip the facts and accept what is popularly known to be true, to be right. And what is generally accepted may not always be true, because what if the majority of the people say the sun revolves around the earth? That used to be the trend back in history when the Catholics dictated it. But, of course, they're wrong because someone else proved it to be incorrect. Thus, the majority who believed back then that the sun revolves around the earth is false. Putting that aside, we move on to the next fallacy people make during conversations, the fallacy of antiquity. What it does is show the historical length of one subject in question and uses that historic record to prove it is either true or effective, even though it's proven false. Here's another example for you to see how it's like to be in the real world.
For the love of ducks, I got owned again.
Hey man, computer games are so old, man. Why do you still play them?
Isn't it obvious? Since computer games have been around for ages means it is that good and enjoyable. Is it that hard to understand?
Yeah, but I've heard that you've got hooked in that game. That you're sacrificing a grade in it.
What?
See you at the graduation.
Whatever.
After seeing that, I'll give you an example. If I say that eating worms for breakfast is great for your health, and it always has been a staple diet of our people for centuries, then it should be great for you, up to this day. Now, I know it sounds repulsive, but that's how it sounds like if someone uses the fallacy. We know for a fact that worms are disgusting to eat. Why would you do that? Just because it's been done for a century translates it to be good? Remember, they do have intestinal worms. Now you may not have heard them well with all the background noise, but you can read what they're saying with the subtitles below the screen, in case you haven't noticed it. For the next fallacy, have you talked to someone who said, "I love donuts, but they'll kill me," only to end with "I don't get it" reaction? Is it true that the donut alone will kill you? Or is it because your blood sugar level is affected by the donut because of you eating the donut? Well, it's quite confusing really, see? Just one statement made a lot of difference. That's because they may have made a non sequitur fallacy. If this, then that. Starting a subject, then making an unrelated conclusion to the previous premise creates the fallacy. Here are actors showing what it looks like.
I just want to buy the number 7, the milk green.
Milk green tea.
Mango or sea salt, ma'am? Sa taas.
Good.
You do know that when you buy milk teas, you'll gain weight and get fat.
She's just going to buy them and not drink them, silly.
But she'll be drinking them anyway.
Are you sure this tea is for me? No, it's for Cassie.
Bye-bye.
I didn't quite understand what those people are trying to say, but I'm glad it's over with. As you heard their statements, it doesn't make sense. A lot of times, non sequitur is used in comedies, and there are a lot of them out there that you didn't know a fallacy is actually at work because you're busy laughing. It's like saying, I can't finish my homework, I'll just go and take a vacation. When you already mentioned at first that you can't even finish your homework, yet you even plan to go on a vacation. That doesn't make sense, it doesn't follow. So these are some of the fallacies that you would find on the internet, and the next time you find yourself in these situations, you'll know what they are. This is Hurt Aldwin, leaving you with this video.